Alright, so this is the point of the trip where I ascend 1 kilometer in elevation with only 20 kilometers of gnarly dirt road. This is also the point in the trip where I consider for the 1000th time, why am I doing this? Why by bicycle? There's got to be an easier way, but this is the path I chose. Did a bunch of switchbacks around this thing, switchbacks, and then up and over the pass there. I think that's it. I don't know for sure. Mikey? Mikey? Yeah. Ты тебе? Здорово. Здравствуйте. Пошли. Окей, давай. This really hasn't been as miserable as everybody was making it out to be. You know, everybody I talked to that's done this route has only been through Kazakhstan. They haven't even hit Tajikistan yet. So compared to Tajikistan, like, this is pretty all right. Yeah, the roads aren't paved, but they're really not as bad as I thought they were gonna be. I thought they'd be pure garbage, but they're, you know, they're relatively smooth. So it's been consistently gradual this whole time, and I'm halfway in both elevation and distance, which will lead me to believe that the rest of it is gonna be the same gradual incline. So yeah, not too bad. There's also a lot less wind out here too. I mean, it's windy, but not as bad as it was in Tajikistan. And it's lower elevation too. So, you know, I was anticipating a whole bunch of garbage today, and it's ending up being like a pretty decent day. I'll get to the top, and then I think I'll have 50 kilometers of just downhill to a little town called something something. And I made it. Whew. Pardon me. Pardon me. Thank you. Oh my gosh, look at this one! You're so cute. You're so scruffy. Hey, yeah, thanks a lot, MapStop.me. Thanks for taking me off of the pavement to take this other beautifully paved road that you have before me. This is the second river crossing. This one's way stronger and deeper though. I'm I'm gonna have to take my bags off and carry them individually over and then pull the bike across. I almost lost my bike at the first river crossing because I was like pushing it through, and then it got heavier or deeper than I thought it was, and then it started pulling my bike over, and then the water was higher than the front panniers, and water poured into one of my panniers, and I got a whole bunch of shit wet. My tablet was in that bag too. I'm super lucky that my tablet didn't get wet. Yeah, this is great, thanks. I'm like only 6 kilometers away from town. The sun's almost out. I'm hungry as hell. I really need to buy some eggs, but I'm gonna be doing this instead. Cool. I think 4.5 months is the point where all of your camping stuff starts to break simultaneously. I have no idea how this happened. That's huge. So, yeah, last night's sleep friggin' sucked. And then, like, this is useless. So that's cool. And then this, I had to blow up every 10. Well, this has been screwed up since Georgia. It got all these weird little pinholes, and I tried repairing them, but there's just more and more pinholes. So you had to inflate this like every 20 minutes. The trick with this though is just ride till you're so freaking tired that you fall asleep before the pillow deflates. Good morning. So this is the town of whatever here, and I just kind of follow this road up here, and there's a little bit of nothing, so I thought I could just camp. I saw the silhouette of this like temple up here last night, and there's a bunch of kids like singing and stuff up there, which was kind of cool. And then this morning I realized that I'm also right next to a graveyard, which is whatever, but I really need to spring a leak right now. And there's just, especially since I have all these spectators down here too, there's just not really a good respectable place to pee. So I'm just gonna make my coffee, cook my trusty egg sandwich, and then hit the road. So yeah, I try to save the oatmeal and buckwheat and stuff like that. I try to save that for when I'm kind of out in the middle of nowhere and don't have access to any other food. But if I'm in a city, then I can just, I don't know, make a dank-ass egg sandwich. These roads are much worse than yesterday. They're about like 95% washboard, so you're just like thunk, 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 thunk. Even when you're going flat, you're on your highest gear because you can only go so fast or else you'll destroy your bike and yourself. Okay, well it's time for another climb. Done a few climbs already today. Remember yesterday how I had to do a 1 kilometer climb within 20 kilometers? That was like a big deal because it was all dirt and gnarly. I have to do that again right now, and it's not the beginning of the day, it's the end of the day. So Whatever. I'm also super low on food. All I have is oatmeal and buckwheat. And I thought there'd be more villages, and I did find a village, but all the market had was cookies and candy, not even ramen noodles. So I kind of have no choice but to keep going because, like, I'm almost out of food. It was dumb. Man, I've seen some pretty god-awful toilets on this trip, but this one's by far the worst. Zero privacy, and like, it's in the middle of nowhere. Who is this toilet for? Ah. Yeah, I didn't end up doing the climb. Oh, and you want to see something gross? Oh, yeah, it's just super dry out here. So yeah, I don't know. I only got a few more weeks left, but I hope I survive. I'm nearing the top of the pass, but it's starting to rain and it's getting really cold. I think this is how people die.